Hey, Plant Pals, Mike the Candid Gardener, and today is just a quick indoor update. It is August 23rd. Look at my watch. And even though I'm growing stuff outside, which is winding down, I only have about maybe another 30 days left of growing outside. But I've been harvesting a lot of tomatoes and squashes, like the patty pan. My candy roasters, the ones I was really looking forward to, never produced. Well, they grew, but then the squash bugs killed them. But inside, I'm growing some stuff too. And so this is the Aero Garden sprout unit. And every other day I come and I cut this way down. You can see where I did the severe cuts, and they just instantly pop up new growth, and they're back up into the light. And I gotta harvest it again. But it's a good problem to have. What I do is I use it fresh in as tea, and I also freeze it, and then I'll probably dehydrate some. And I have a bunch from like last year too, but it's always good to have. This is my other sprout unit, and I'm not sure what's happening with this. I'm trying to, I took a cutting of rosemary from outside, and I don't think these are doing too well. There was no roots or anything on there. I was trying to propagate it. And see, this water has like a lot of nutrients in it, and rosemary doesn't like that. So I think I'm going to, yeah, see, there's nothing really, no roots or anything happening off that stick there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some from outside. Yeah, it's getting dry. So I'm going to take some from, I have some smaller babies that have roots on them, and I'm just going to grow them cracky style in a light nutrient solution in a big jug. I'm not going to try to do the moving water, high nutrition thing, because they just don't like it. And like I learned from T-Nog, the New Orleans gardener, that, you know, I used to baby my rosemary and it never did well. And she said, just put it out there and forget about it. And I did, and then it thrived. And so for the last 2 years, I've had lots of wonderful rosemary outside. This is interesting. So because this was close to the light, this kind of tells you how plants think. Because this was close to the light, and I just cut this like a day ago, because it's close to light, it has a heat. It started to go to flower, and just that quick, just like a day. But there's nothing wrong with the flowers; they're perfectly usable. So yeah, I'm gonna. Ooh, oh, it smells so good, the mint. All right. Anyway, so next set over here, and this other sprout unit here, and these are great for propagating. You can see the spot right here. That was for when it was a baby and it was too close to the light from before. But anyway, so these are peppers. This is just a little baby jalapeno that was stunted because the other ones grew so fast I kind of covered them over. So I just figured put them in a small unit, you know, so they can get as much light as they want. And if they catch up, they do. If they don't, no big loss. But this right here is a monkey-faced pepper that was being blocked by the other unit. And so again, I'm sticking that in there. I might move it somewhere else if it starts to grow, because this unit only gets to about 10 inches tall. And this monkey-faced pepper plant can get to like, technically it can get to like 5 feet if you let it. But I'll probably top it and keep it bushy. All right, be right back. So this dried up mess down here is me trying to let my herbs from the herb garden challenge go to seed, flower and seed, and you can see that beautiful purple right there. Those are all seeds. So I'm gonna collect everything that dried up is like seeds. I'm gonna collect those. Underneath that is my mint, my Greek mountain mint, something like that. I think tea mint, something like that. It's really cool. And then which is trying to take over that. That's why the brown back there is because the leaves of the mullein were blocking the light. Because this mullein plant is just a monster. So this is the lettuce that I'm growing inside, and like I say, I like to just do the lawnmower method, where I'll come by and just cut straight across, and then make salads and stuff. And what I'll do is I'll just come and I'll snap like this whole section off, and then take off the leaves. I mean, you can take off the leaves. I've seen people do that, but then you get a big thick stalk that's got nothing on it, and it just grows higher and higher into the light. Or I prefer this method. I just come through and tear it off, and then a week later it's about the exact same amount. So I've been really enjoying the lettuce I've been growing inside. It makes meatless Mondays really easy. I know what I'm going to eat. I'm just going to throw a salad together, nothing else. It's really cool. And same thing down here. So that was the butter crunch lettuce that I've been eating off of, and this is the little gym lettuce, and it's the same thing. I come through, I see like this, I'll just snap it off and snap all the ones that are tall and put them in a salad. And then my basil here keeps wanting to go to, because it grows so fast, it goes up into the light, that it wants to bolt. But I just cut those off and put those in teas and stuff too. They're wonderful. As you see here, it's screaming for, this is my Aero Garden harvest unit with the dwarf jalapeno in there. And you can see all of the flowers that are on that, and all the flowers on that, and the one behind it. And I had to, like I said, I had to move some out because they were kind of competing. This dwarf jalapeno always looks kind of bad, but it's really prolific, so I'm not mad at it. Definitely need to add water though. It's crying for water. And these things will, even though I gave it water like 2 days ago, something like that, you know, once they start to get to the flowering stage, they want to produce fruit, and so they really drink the water up. You can see the fan back there. And so this one right here is my monkey-faced pepper. It's the only thing I've got growing on that side because you can see how big the leaves are. It blocks light from anything underneath it. So again, I've said this lots of times, even though this is a 9 pod or 10 pod unit or something like that, I'm only using 3 of the pods. So I went to grow monkey face pepper last winter or something like that, and the aphids got to it, so I was really sad. But it's putting on the flowers, and hopefully I'll get some nice hot peppers off of that. And then next to that is my Legia pepper, and you can see I've got peppers. Since the last time I did an update, I've got Legia peppers, and you see flowers everywhere, and hopefully those will all be turned into delicious peppers. And so I've got 2 Legia pepper plants, and they all have flowers on them. They're starting to put out peppers. And then so I had to move one of the Legia peppers out. So this is again, because you can see how huge these leaves are, they want to block all the light. And I could thin them out and stuff like that, but until they actually start producing the peppers, I'll kind of leave them be. Once the peppers start coming, I'll take a bunch of leaves off so it puts more energy into the pepper instead of the leaf growth. See, it's getting close to the light, so it gets that little tip burn. It's too close to the light, so I gotta raise the light up because it's only like an inch or so from the light bar. But again, see if we can look in here and see how dense all those flower buds. It's just absolutely loaded, so I'm gonna give it some phosphorus to see if I can get it going. And there we have another baby pepper. Oh yeah, I'm very excited about that. So again, this is a 6-pod harvest unit, and it's just growing 1 Legia pepper plant because that's all they can handle. Because you don't want to overcrowd, because then especially if like you overcrowd, you get one plant that has powdery mildew or some kind of disease or gnats or something like that, they will spread really quickly to each other, and you don't want that. All right, I'll show you my last thing I'm going to show you guys I'm really excited. This is my Paul Robeson tomato plant I decided to grow indoors. It's in this 27-gallon, I think, or no, or 17-gallon. Yeah, I think it's a 17-gallon tote. I think which is like 28 liters or something like that. And it's got a bubbler in it. And if you can see if I can show you the roots system. If I can get the light over here. See how it's, I need to put some more water in here because it's drinking it up so fast. Typically you just put it in there and set it and forget it, but it is growing so fast that it's actually drinking up all the water, because this unit goes 5 feet tall, and this is a 5-foot tall Paul Robeson plant that I'm growing indoors, and it's just getting to the phase where it's starting to show out little buds. And so I'm gonna give this one nitrogen too to promote the flower growth. And see what I do is I come through, and anything that looks like that, see, that's not doing my plant any good. Now I could take this bad leaf off. I mean, the funny thing about tomatoes is they're so prolific. I could take this little stick part here, stick in a glass of water, and I guarantee you roots will grow and will show off in a week. And I could put it in the ground or put it somewhere. That to the side. But yeah, so I just come through. My wife actually likes to come through here and do that too. That's kind of like, she gets a zen gardening moment to come through. And so this is my ceiling. I've got like an 8-foot tall ceiling in my man cave here, and so you can see that's not far from being up there. And again, I'm not mad at it. That's the whole point of this unit, is so I can grow tall things like that. So very exciting. All right, so that's just a look. Well, let me back up so I can show you the full view of this. All right, so there you go. Very, very proud of this. Anyone can do it, and I highly recommend that you give it a try. Growing full-size tomato plant, especially a cool tomato like the Paul Robeson, inside, hydroponic, no bugs, no pest pressures, and because tomatoes are self-pollinating, don't need any pollinators. And so hopefully I'll get some delicious full-size tomatoes pretty soon, and I will keep you updated. Awesome.